Welcome back to my channel. As always, I am very excited for today's video, and this one, as you can tell from the title and everything else, is going to be a day in my life. I am talking a little quietly now because, one, you're the first person I've talked to all day so far. It's like 7 in the morning, maybe a little bit earlier than that. And also my son did come to sleep with me last night, which he doesn't do often. He hasn't done in a while. But so he's in my bed right now, so I don't want to wake him. So hopefully I can get my whole skincare routine done before he gets up. Now today is also going to be day 4 of the Bloom workout program, which is going to include lower body, glutes, and hamstrings. So you'll get to see that workout. Today isn't like my normal routine. It's kind of like a reset day. We had Mother's Day yesterday, so I didn't get to go grocery shopping and do my normal like gisting, like getting my shit together. So that's what's gonna happen today, but we're just gonna take you along on the journey and see what I get done in this day. So I probably won't be able to work out until later tonight, which is not something I would like to do, but it's probably what's going to happen. Anyway, before we get into that, if this is your first time seeing my face, hi, my name is Samantha, or Sammy for short, and I'm a certified personal trainer and weight loss specialist. So if that is of any interest to you, then please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can be informed when I upload all of my future content. You can also go ahead and follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Sammy for short. Also, make sure to check out my workout programs at opshape.com, and you can go ahead and follow Optimal Shape on Instagram, Twitter, and follow the Optimal Shape Facebook group. Now, with all that being said and out of the way, let's jump in to my day. So as you saw, I already just got out of bed and got a shower. When I shower, I dry scrub beforehand. I put my towel in a little towel warmer. And then today I didn't wash my hair, so I put it in a little cap. I used soap, exfoliated, used a body wash. So that's everything I did in the shower. Now I'm working on my skincare routine. So as you could probably see before, and I've made videos on this, I've been using the Face Reality skincare brand to clear my acne. And I don't know if you guys can tell right now, it is significantly 1,000 times better than it was even less than a year ago. So I'm so happy about that. But that's the same routine that I'm doing right now, so I'll go over it a little bit. So I start off with the Ultra Gentle Cleanser, and I do a double cleanse. So I cleanse with this, and then I'm going to have another cleanser. And I just put a little bit of that in my hand, get some warm water on there, and then just rub it into my face. And my skincare routine is probably one of my favorite things I do in a day, because it's really just that small step that's allowing me to do something for myself that's good for me, and it just kind of wakes me up. Pat that dry. But I don't fully have a set plan. Like, I have an idea, but obviously there's going to be a couple factors that make my day different. Obviously one of them is going to be my son. The other one is that I just recently got a new car, and while I'm at work, my mom's going to take it in because we have to get something fixed. Hopefully that's a quick fix, so then I can go grocery shopping and maybe study for my yoga certification and all that. What I'm doing next, I'm going with the Mandelic face and body wash. So this is just the second cleanser that I use. Again, I just put some water on that, rub it together, and then rub it in my face. Also, I'm doing this like blind right now because I don't have the thing to set my camera up on the tripod, which kind of sucks. So you're sitting in my cabinet, and when my camera gets too close to like a wall or something, you can't see like the screen, so I can't see if I'm even in frame right now, so that's fun. And also because it's in the cabinet, I had to open the mirror, so I can't really see myself right now, so I could look like a lunatic, but it's okay. I will say, I did just look in the mirror, and I do have some pimples right now, but honestly this is so good, especially considering that I'm on my period right now, and this doesn't even look like I am. What I'm doing next is I'm going to do the Mandelic serum. So I just put 1 pump of that on my hand, and then I'm going to give it little circular motions around my face. And I mentioned her before, but my esthetician, she's my ride or die. I've already told her, like, when I get rich, she's getting all my money because she does so many different services. She does brows, which I got done the other day. She does lashes, which I also got done the other day. And she does the skincare stuff. She does facials. She does waxing. So this girl's getting all my money. But anyway, I've talked about her plenty of times before. Her name is Hannah. You can find her at Hanlan Beauty on Instagram. And I'm just super grateful for this routine because it's finally like fixed, I guess, a problem area of mine or something I've been really insecure about. So I've been getting so many compliments on my face recently. Not only am I still doing the skincare routine, but we've also started doing microneedling, which maybe the next time I do that, I'll do a vlog on it or a video about it, which I've seen such improvement with doing that too. Then we're going to go with the South Sea toner. I don't know why I'm losing my voice right now. You're supposed to put it on a cotton swab. I'll be honest, I kind of gave up on doing that, and I just put it in my hand and then put it on my face. So maybe if I got the cotton swabs, my face would be even better right now, but that's just not happening. So do some of that. And then normally I would only do this at night, the acne med, but I didn't do my skincare last night because I fell asleep accidentally really early because I'm again on my period, and I fell asleep sooner than I thought I was going to. So I want to do this now, and you know, she might get mad at me for that, but it's okay. I did the micro needling. She gave me this extra like serum thing, and she said I could still use it now, and I really enjoy it. Just actually like, because this face reality stuff, I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't dry me out, but it just makes me feel more dry than normal. But not even dry, I don't know, it just like, normally I guess my skin's very like oily, so it just makes it a normal skin texture, but I like having a little bit of hydration on my face, so I add this serum on when I'm done, so if it makes me feel more hydrated. Then I'm going in with my moisturizer, so this is the Claderma moisturizer. Last thing is going to be sunscreen, so this is the Ultimate Protection SPF 28. So after this, I'm going to go in my room and I'm going to use the Maylis B Flat like stomach cream for like stretch marks, and it's supposed to help tighten and, you know, whatever. I don't know if it's just a placebo effect or if it actually works. A lot of people say it doesn't work, but I'm not gonna lie, the reason I feel like a lot of people say it doesn't work is because their lack of doing anything else. Like, people think that you take this one pill or this one cream that's gonna help everything. It's not, I'm aware of that, but it can help reduce things, and it's even better when you're doing other things like a workout routine, eating healthy. Like, you have to do everything else too. You can't just not change your lifestyle and use the cream and expect it to work. You have to use the cream and help change your lifestyle and all that stuff. So I use that. Again, don't fully know if it works yet or not. I'll let you know maybe in a future video. And then I'm going to do lotion. I just do like a generic lotion to put all over my body. There's no fragrance or anything in it. Just again to keep everything nice and moisturized. And then I'm just going to put my clothes on for work. Probably do just some mascara because I don't really want to wear makeup right now. And then go downstairs and try to make some type of a breakfast. After that, I'm assuming Colton will be up somewhere within that time frame, and I'll be with him, and then pack my stuff and get ready to go to work. So that's how the day's going, and I'll bring you along for whatever bits and pieces I can. Good morning. It's 7:17. You slept so late.
No, she's 37.
You're right. I knew that. Ema's
40.
Ema's young, but that's how that is. Because it was sharp.
What did it make, sharp?
No, I just grabbed the fruit that I needed. I never touched the thing. Well, I didn't slide my hand across it. I may have.
My finger.
Yes, and you cut your finger. Excuse me, that's not nice.
You stop it! Stop showing your. Stop! You can't be in the picture anymore.
Okay, so it has been a couple of hours since I last updated you. I went to work around 8:30ish, and I got off around noon, but My car, like I mentioned earlier, had an issue with it, so my mom had off today and she took it into the place. Like, basically I was stuck at work for another hour and a half before I finally got my car, and it's now 2 o'clock, pretty much 1:59. So I finally got my car, went home, and I grabbed like 2 cookies that Colton and I made last night and like a handful of cheese to eat, because I was so exhausted. Like, I thought I was gonna have to take a nap because I had zero energy because I haven't eaten since like 7 this morning. And I literally, those are the only 2 things I had in my house. Like, we have no food in my house right now. So I'm going to head to the grocery store right now, try to get in and out as fast as possible, come home, put all the groceries away, and make a little bit of lunch before I have Colton after school. Then I'm gonna have to find time to make dinner and feed the rest of the family dinner, take him to his baseball game, eat dinner, and then head to Westminster to go film and do my workout. So that's the plan for today. I wanted to clean the house. Like, there's a lot of little things I want to get done, but it's just not gonna happen because the car thing took too long, but at least it's fixed now. So that's what we're gonna head to do. And I'm back. I know it looks like I didn't move at all for you guys, but I promise I did go to the store. It only took about a half hour, so it's 2:40 right now. I just got home, and I am not going to do like a haul for you guys just because I have no time. So I'm just going to kind of set the camera up and do like a little B-roll of what I'm doing. I'm gonna make my lunch and put groceries away, try to like maybe tidy up around the house before I gotta go get Colton. I just finished putting all my food away and making some chicken for my salad that I have here. And my house is kind of messy right now and it's stressing me out, but I know that like if I don't finish it, I'm gonna get annoyed, and I don't really have time to start cleaning if I can't finish it. So I decided I'm just gonna relax myself, eat my lunch, and start reading again because I haven't read in a couple months. I've been watching a lot of clips recently that say like, you know, if you're not reading the book that you're on, because I tried reading Think Again, I forget who it's by, and every time I picked it up I thought it was good, but like clearly not good enough because I wasn't gravitated to keep reading it like I was with all my other books. To go back to You Are Badass at Making Money by Jen Sincero. This would be my 3rd time reading it, and I think this is what's going to get me back into reading again, because sometimes it's not your lack of motivation, sometimes it's the stuff you're reading, the material you're reading. If it's not captivating you, don't force yourself to read it, and don't let that book be the thing that stops you from hitting your goal of reading, if that is a goal of yours. So I am really in the mindset now of making a lot of money, and I want to get back into reading, so this is the perfect book. So I'm going to try and read like a chapter of this, eat my lunch, and then go pick Colton up.
Ready? You ready?
Yeah.
Ready? Your name, I'm Colton. And I just turned 6 15 days ago. I mean, no, wait. 10 days ago. You.
I'm Sam.
Act like you're mad.
Why do I have to be mad?
I'm Sam. And I'm only 22 years old. Wow. The numbers you captured. 0, 1, 2, 5. I wrote it and then I glued it down. I started with flowers, and I'm not telling you, but you haven't watched this yet, so we're putting it on YouTube. And we're putting the other one this morning on YouTube. It's only like 11 minutes. This one's going to be probably more than that. It's only been 17 seconds because this is a very big piece of paper. Okay, that'll be good. Now, what else do you want to do? You're telling me because I can do it, so I know what I'm doing. You won't mess up.
Well, I said to color the flowers in.
Mother's Day.
Oh, thank you, my love.
You know what? This is a funny song that Emerson said. He was like, 1, 2, buckle my shoes. 3, 4, buckle some more. 5, 6, Nike kicks. That was fire. That's what he said.
So I just got Colton to bed and I look like a complete wreck right now. So I'm gonna get myself ready just a little bit to go to the gym. I'm gonna be driving 45 minutes away to go to that one gym that I talked about canceling that one time and then couldn't cancel. Just so I can get used out of it and hopefully there's not a lot of people there tonight so I can feel more comfortable filming. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna fix this hair. I'm still gonna like keep it, like put it back in a braid again, but I'm just gonna redo it because it's kind of messed up right now. And then I am going to brush my teeth and do my skincare routine just because I know by the time I try to do the drive back, I'm gonna be way too tired to do my skincare routine after that. So I'm not doing it when I come home tonight. I'm just gonna wash my face before the gym. And I know people are gonna think that's gross, but like I don't sweat a lot and definitely don't sweat on my face, so it's not a huge deal. I'm gonna bring my pre-workout with me because if I get tired on the car ride, I'm gonna take my pre-workout, and this is a great time to mention that if you're looking for a pre-workout or protein powder, collagen, anything like that, then one of my favorite supplement brands, EPN or Enhanced Performance Nutrition. I actually work with them, so I'm an athlete with them, kind of like an affiliate with them. They are a supplement brand, like I mentioned, that has amazing ballistic pre-workouts in so many different delicious flavors. They also have like protein powder and again so many delicious flavors, and it doesn't get like chunky like a lot of other pre-workouts, or I mean protein powders. I've never had any issues with jitters with the pre-workout. I've never had any stomach issues with the protein powder. The collagen works amazing for hair, skin, and nails, so that's really where I saw a big difference with my hair. It's also helped a little bit with my skin. My nail strength has always been super strong, but I'm sure it helps out with that too. They have amino greens if you have a hard time getting like greens into your daily routine. They have BCAAs, thermogenic fat burners, etc. So I highly recommend checking them out. I'll leave a link down in the description. And if you use my code SReynolds10, then you get 10% off your order. And again, it's my favorite brand, so that's what I'm gonna bring with me. I'm gonna bring, I believe it's the Citrus Blast pre-workout, and that's just what keeps me awake for the car ride because I really don't need a lot of energy to go to the gym. I naturally have energy to go work out. It's just the car rides that kill me. So starting off the workout with a warm-up as usual, it's going to be hip circles, 1 round for 30 seconds. So you're going to bring your knee up towards your chest and then out to the side nice and wide, getting a big stretch in that hip. And you want to make sure that you're just alternating side to side. Try to look at something straight ahead of you. That way you have better balance and stabilization. Also keeping your core nice and tight as well. Keeping your head high. Next, going into some squats to forward folds. You're going to have your feet about hip distance apart, maybe a little bit wider. Your toes can be pointed straight forward or slightly out. And then you're going to drop your hips down as low as you can, bringing your elbows to the inside of your knees and then straightening your legs and trying to touch your toes, coming immediately back into that squat. You're not standing up in between. You're just squatting down and then straightening out through the legs, getting a big stretch in the backs of the legs and the hamstrings. Then going into lateral lunges, again, 1 time for 30 seconds. You're going to try and stay nice and low with this, and you're just going to sit your hips down and back, bending one knee, straightening the opposite leg, and switching to the other side. You can either have your hands on the ground for this, you can stay nice and high, or you can bring your hands up as you stay low to the ground, again, opening through the hips. Next, you're going into inchworms, again, 1 time for about 30 seconds. You're going to start standing and then come to touch your toes, keeping your legs nice and straight. Then you're going to walk out into a plank, walk your toes towards your hands, and then walk back out into that plank again, bringing your toes towards your hands. Next, going into wipers, you're going to sit down with your feet about hip distance apart, maybe a little bit wider, feet firmly planted on the ground, knees bent up towards the ceiling. And then you're going to bring your knees both over towards one side and then switch towards the other, trying to keep your chest nice and high with this. You can also increase this by only bending one knee towards center at a time. Next, going into the movement prep, you're going to be doing single leg step-ups, 1 round for 45 seconds. So you want to have 1 foot up on a block, firmly planted, pressing through all 4 corners of that top leg. And then you are going to step up on the block, slowly lower that back foot down, bringing your hips down, bending through the top knee. You're really putting all of your pressure in that top foot here. Your bottom leg should not really even be touching the ground. If it needs to, try just not to fall back on it. And even if you do fall back on it, just make sure that you're really pushing up with your top foot and you're not bouncing off of the bottom leg. So this really is trying to focus in on that quad. You'll also feel this in your glutes a little bit as well, but you really want to make sure you're putting all the pressure in that top leg. Next, you're going into single leg squats, 1 round for 45 seconds on each side. You're going to use TRX strap here, and you want to hold on to the handles, keeping your arms nice and straight. You're going to, again, press into one side, so firmly pressing throughout all 4 corners of 1 foot. You're going to keep your chest nice and high as you sit your hips down and back, keeping one leg straight up. As you come to a squatted position, you don't have to go as low as I do. Your range of motion is going to be different, but you're just squatting down and then pressing through that bottom foot all the way to standing again, bringing it down and up. A modification of this, you could keep your toe on the ground with that leg that is raised. Just keep the toe on the ground and make sure you're just putting all your pressure through one foot at a time. And you want to make sure that you're not using your arms at all for this. This is just there to stabilize you, but you're not pulling with the elbows or the hands. And now getting into the workout, you're going to be doing 4 sets of 10 squats. And with each set, you're going to increase the weight. So this is just a normal squat here. With the barbell behind you. You want to make sure that's not on your neck, so it's resting on the top of your shoulder blades, but not on your neck. And you're going to just start with your feet about hip distance apart, maybe a little bit wider depending on the person. Your toes can either be pointed straight forward or slightly out. You're going to keep your core nice and tight the entire time, chest high, as you sit your hips down and back, really pushing out with the glute muscles, using that mind to muscle connection to really try to activate through your glutes more than just your quads. Yes, this is still a quad dominant movement for most people, but if you use that mind to muscle connection, taking it nice and slow, you will really start to feel it more. Also, if you stay a little bit higher, you are able to get more glute activation. If you go lower for a lower range of motion, you're really opening through the hips and usually putting a lot more emphasis on the quads. Now, technically, you're supposed to be going into a Smith sumo squat with some pulses. However, I do not have a Smith machine at this gym, so I just used it with the barbell. But I do prefer this type of movement with a Smith machine. But what you're going to do is you'll have the bar right behind you again on your shoulder blades, not on your neck. And you're going to do 10 sumo squats, so you'd have your feet even wider and toes stay pointed out this entire time as you squat down for 10. And then what you're going to do is you're going to pulse. So you're going to stay at the bottom and you're just going to do tiny little pulses. I know it looks weird, but you're really going to start firing up in those glutes. So same form as before, just a little bit wider stance, toes pointed out, and then you squat for 10 and do pulses for 10. Next, you're going to be going into some hip thrusts with cast glute bridges. So you're going to be doing 4 sets of 10 and then 5 and 5. So what that means is you're going to have your back on the bench, and you just want the upper back on the bench. So your low back is not touching anything. Your feet are about hip distance apart, firmly plant through all 4 corners of the feet, and have your toes pointed forward. You're going to keep your core nice and tight so you're not arching in the back at all. And then you're going to be lifting your hips up, really pressing through those feet. Bring your hips up as high as you can for 10, taking nice and slow, dropping all the way back down. And then for the cast glute bridges, 5 of them you're going to do pretty fast, pulsing at the top. So you'll just stay at the top range of the movement for 5. And then you're going to slow it down and do 5 cast glute bridges nice and slow. Then you'll take your rest and repeat. I did try to increase my weight with each set. I will also say my camera died during this move. So after I was while I was in the middle of doing this, actually, my camera died and I was unable to get any footage of the rest of the workout. One of the moves that you need to be doing is an elevated Smith machine lunge. Again, I didn't have a Smith machine, so I actually didn't do this movement. So I would recommend looking that up when you are doing my program if you need a reference point for that, because I don't have any footage of it. And then something else I did that you didn't really get to see, but I'll try to throw in a TikTok clip here, is some leg presses to single leg presses. And that's just kind of self-explanatory how you are on the leg press machine. But unfortunately, I'm not able to put up that footage because I don't have enough disk space. So you can go ahead and check out my TikTok for that. And I'm just going to close off the video here. I hope you enjoyed it. I apologize. I am trying to work on the computer issues. But make sure you go ahead and check out the Bloom program on my site, opshape.com. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like, comment below, and share with your friends. And with all that being said, I'm going to go. But before I do, I remind you all to stay positive, be active, and most importantly, do what keeps you healthy.